Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Praveen and you are watching Techie Praveen. And today I'm going to cover a very important topic that what is the difference between put and patch calls. So let's talk about the definition of these two is. So basically put and patch, both the API calls is used to update the resource. So the put request is used to replace or update a resource completely. When you send a put request to a URL, you typically provide the full update resource in the request body. If the resource exists, it is replaced entirely with the new data. If it does not exist, it is created depending on the API implementation. So basically, the main purpose of using put API is to update the complete resource. It basically going to replace your new resource with the existing resource. And if the resource is not exist, then it's basically going to create it. So basically, creation is like basically is totally depend on how exactly your API has been implemented. If you have put the condition that if the resource is not exist and you are using put API, then it's going to create it. Then it will going to create it. Otherwise, it will going to throw the error like 404 not found, these type of things. Let's talk about the patch calls. So the purpose of the patch method is to make a partial update to a resource. It allows you to send only the data that needs to be changed rather than the entire resource. The server then applies the changes to a resource, leaving other field unchanged. So patch is used to update the partial data only, and other field will be remain unchanged. So when we are going to use put and patch is whenever we're trying to update the complete resource, then we're going to use put call, and whenever we're trying to update the partial updation, then we're going to use patch. Let's talk about, let's say the example that if you have a four fields and you want to replace the complete four fields, then you have to use put, and if you want to update only two fields, then you are going to use patch. Okay. Now let's talk about what if I send partial data input API. So let's say we have four fields and we are only passing two values and we are using put API. Then what is going to happen? So first thing is that it's totally based on that how exactly your API has been implemented. Either is going to create it or if you're going to throw an error, it's totally based on that how exactly your API has been implemented. But the standard procedure of put is to update the complete resource as we're going to throw the error. So if you send only partial data in a put request, many API implementation will replace the entire resource and other fields you don't include will likely to set to null or omitted. Okay. Some APIs may not allow partial data in a put request and could return an error such as 400 bad request or 422 unprocessable entity, indicating that the full data is required. So basically, if you have a four fields and you are going to update two fields and using the put API, then other two fields might be possible that it will going to be created as a null or omitted or reset, or it will going to throw a 400 bad requests or 422 unprocessable entity. So basically, based on your API implementation, that how exactly your API has been implemented. For example, if you send name John to update a resource that has name John age 30. So if you have a resource where we have two different fields, one is name, other one is age, and if you want to update a partial update that is name, then the name will going to be replaced and the age field might be possible it will going to be lost, reset or null. So this is a very important question. So what this is a very important question, and I have seen that this is a second question after put and patch, that what if I send partial data input API, then what will going to happen? So you can easily tell them that if you it's basically based on API implementation, how exactly your API has been implemented, is that standard process of put is to update the complete resource, not partial. So if we are passing only partial data and using the put API, then it going to be update the information or it will throw the error. If it's going to update the resource, then the other field will going to be replaced, null or reset. I hope I'm able to explain you a difference. This is very important video. I know this is a very small topic, but if you're talking about out of 100 out of 10 interviews, this question has been asked in 8 interviews, and people have failed to answer this because it requires complete explanation. Okay. So I hope you like the video and you like my teaching style. If you like my video, then please do subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. And if you are facing any issue, do let me know in the comment section. I will definitely try to help you out. Thank you. Thanks a lot.